work is an opportunity to create and provide and change perspective, change outlook, and provide value to. Imagine the life that you want to have and the work that you want to do, and without anyone's opinion. So just think about yourself, what would make you happy, and then find people who are doing that job. Go speak to them and understand what their day-to-day looks like, and then try to start to understand what it would take to get to that place. Hi everyone, I'm Christina and I'm currently the Associate Director of Retention at I head up our retention marketing team, which owns our own channel comm strategy and all of the operations getting a comm from ideation to execution. Work is an opportunity for me to share my knowledge and actually create something. With social media and with things in general, there's like this big concept of creating and consuming. So how much time are you spent consuming content and how much time are you spending creating content? And I think work is an opportunity to create and provide and change perspective, change outlook, and provide value too. Yeah, I think connection is a big one. Connection and the opportunity to see something through another person's perspective and lens. There's also like the potential for like loss of time to social media, so it kind of comes with pros and cons, and I do think at the end of the day it should be used responsibly. I have time limits on my Instagram and all of my social apps to make sure that I'm spending time not in front of a screen, but like outside and in front of people. I do, yeah. I enjoy the work and the people that I work with currently. For me, it was really important when I was selecting my career and my jobs to have a personal connection to the company that I was working for. And after discovering Poshmark as a platform and seeing all of the content that the head of social media at the time was creating, I could see that the people there were really great. There were a lot of women that worked there, which isn't the typical environment in tech. Usually it's a highly male-dominated industry. I was able to work in an area which I really enjoy, which is fashion. And I remember when I first started as a product marketing associate, I was telling my boss, like, I can't believe that I get to research fashion trends and include them in content. Like, this is insane. I didn't ever picture that my job would be something that I would enjoy this much. So it helps that the topic of work that you're doing is something that you enjoy, and then also the people that you work with are supportive and you enjoy their company too, which everyone that I encountered, it was a lot of women who I really respected, and our leaders were people that I thought were incredibly smart and also approachable and kind. We have a open floor work plan. Like, it wasn't an intimidating office culture, it was one where you were encouraged to be yourself, which was very nice. I think the marriage of the two is really important. So if you have all of the skills and are perfect on paper but can't collaborate with people or aren't able to communicate your ideas or deliver on those skills, then you can't really go anywhere. And then if you, on the other side, are great at collaborating and working with people but can't actually deliver on the projects, then you're going to be also in a difficult position. So I think the marriage of your skill set and knowledge and also being able to work with others and be on a team are really, really successful and integral to growth and being successful. I would relate it back to runner's high, and it's that feeling when everything kind of clicks and you have that feeling of euphoria and excitement, or when you're in the zone or in the flow. I've had that in sports. I used to be a student athlete and an athlete back in the day, long time ago. But that feeling when you've connected to what you're doing and you feel really integrated in what you're doing. That's how I would describe the worker's high. I would say, imagine the life that you want to have and the work that you want to do, and without anyone's opinion. So just think about yourself, what would make you happy, and then find people who are doing that job. If it's in tech, if it's a doctor, go speak to them and understand what their day-to-day looks like, and try to start to understand what it would take to get to that place, and figure out what your strengths are and also what areas you could invest in and fix, and be super open to feedback and really be honest about, am I going closer in that direction, or do I have this dream and it's not much of a reality? Like, if you want to be a physicist but you're actually really bad at math, perhaps then you kind of have to make some concessions. But do all of that research and talk to people, because people face to face are always going to give you a better picture of what it really means to be in that work and in that role. I think it's important to accept responsibility and know that it's always okay to apologize or recognize someone's emotions. People's emotions are valid. They're going to have emotions. If you've misstepped, to recognize that, oh, that was a misstep. I'm sorry that I didn't deliver this with care, or that I communicated this in a way that, made you feel very vulnerable or very upset. That wasn't my intention. Like, it's very important to look at intent. And sometimes you can have the correct intent, but it's the wrong action and it has a poor outcome. A way that it's been explained to me is, okay, I did something and I stepped on your foot. And I didn't mean to step on your foot, but for the other person, it still hurt. Regardless of if I meant to or not, I'm stepping on someone's foot. So recognizing that their feelings and their emotions are valid and trying to approach them as a person. Like, leadership can often be like, oh, I'm your manager, it's very scary. I'm a person too, and I also have feelings and thoughts and emotions, and I want to be cautious and respectful of other people's too.